for me here in Little Rock, Arkansas. How is everyone doing? Come on in, come on in. I'm gonna go ahead and start, catch the replay because hey, your girl only have a certain amount of time. And I want to talk about a few things real quick. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday. It's almost the weekend. So, when Kanye West, when he lost his mom, because I love me some Kanye West, when he lost his mom, I knew that truly, I knew he was going through. He was an only child, him and his mom. He grew up in Chicago, I believe. His mom was, Kanye is a very educated young man. We all knew that. We all know that. But ever since he lost his mom, when she was, was she doing some type of plastic surgery or whatever? And if I recall correctly, was she overseas when she did it? Did she go to some doctor overseas? I can't remember all the details, but it was a plastic surgery, botched surgery gone wrong. And people of course started with all of the conspiracy theories. Did he sacrifice his mom and all that mess? I don't believe any of that. But he posted this. He said, I thought about murking myself at least once a month. Hey Josh, thank you for joining. Hey Kizzy, at least once a month ever since my mama was murked in her surgery. He said he always blamed himself. Felt like if he had never made it, my mom would still be alive. So he's feeling like because of his fame and success and all of that good stuff, that, maybe his mom wanted to be a certain way, live a certain lifestyle. Hey, Miss Lillian. And he blames himself for his mother's passing. He says he felt like if he had never made it, had never become famous, had never become Yeezy and Jeezy and all that other stuff. Oh, it was overseas, yes. I wonder why she just didn't go to Miami, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But he blames himself. I know because I'm gonna tell you before his mom passed, Kanye was just a regular brother. I mean, I remember was his mom gone, already passed when was it Katrina happened when he said George Bush doesn't like black people on live TV? I can't remember. But he just started acting really weird, when he lost his mother. Because some people literally do actually love and respect their mother, and if they were to lose their mother it would truly bother them. You don't see them cursing out their mother, calling them names and things of that nature. They truly love their mother. And he was raised, it was just him and his mom. He's an only child, right? So i I believe this statement here when he says he's thought about murking himself at least once a month since his mom passed. And then people of course took to the Instagrams and everything saying, "Oh, Kanye is just using this," because he's been out there saying some weird things. He's been throwing up sloskas. Is it sloskas? I can't even pronounce it. The Hitler stuff. He's been doing a whole lot of things. But he didn't start acting like this. He didn't start acting weird until his mom passed. So I truly believe that his mom passing had a major impact on him. And now, hey Vaughn, how you doing? What's up, daughter? My YouTube daughter. And now we're talking about Kanye and how he said him losing his mother, he felt like she would still be alive if he had never made it. Of course, she was overseas having plastic surgery and it was a botched surgery. And now he's turning his sights to his ex-wife. I'm not a fan of the Kardashian women. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm not a fan of the Kardashian clan. I'm not a fan of the Kardashian clan. Okay. Now, Kanye recently said on a post that, and I thought I had it, but I don't. He says that his wife is trafficking or doing things that he don't like. No, I don't like your girls. Doing things that he doesn't like with their daughter. He's got the daughter dressing up like a little lady. You remember John Bonet? They used to have that girl looking like a straight up baby Marilyn Monroe. Kids just shouldn't wear makeup like that. I just don't think you need to be dressing up little girls looking like little women like that because men are too perverted. They can't tell the difference between a 5-year-old and a 25-year-old. Some of these men are just perverted, and Kanye is right. So he doesn't like the way the Kardashian women, clan women are what they're doing with his daughter. Now I know you all might say, well, the way he's acting, would he be any better? I don't think he'd have her running around looking like a mini Kenny, a mini a mini Kimmy, a mini Kimmy. Now I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure you don't have my little granddaughter running around like looking like a little grown lady, eyelashes and makeup and rouge and all that stuff. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. All right. So, and then of course, uh, like I said, he blames himself for his mother's passing. He feels like if he had not made it, had not had all the fame and fortune, his mom would still be alive. He was just Kanye in Chicago with his mom. I think she was a professor. Very smart lady. And Kanye, again, is very smart. He's very smart. I agree. Ponytails and hair bows. Yes. Let them be children. It's enough the girls are starting their cycles at 10 years old. Back in the day, we didn't start our cycles till 14, 15. Didn't get boobs until 14, 15. I mean, my goodness. All right. Let's move on to another topic. Let's go back to Trump. So someone else, put this up, a clause from the say what Trump, what's that? I cannot see the top of it. He's removing a clause from the federal contract rules that has been in place. Again, we talked about this since 1960s, meaning companies are no longer explicitly prohibited from having segregated facilities. Now, if you don't know what that means you could walk into a building that you've been going to. You could go into your local Piggly Wiggly, your local Whole Foods, your local Walmart, and one sign say colored bathrooms and the other sign say white bathrooms. Yeah, I hate years going through this too. So this is what this means. Trump has removed that clause that says companies can no longer be prohibited from having segregated facilities. Now, we remember the lunch counter sit-ins at the what was it, Wall? What was the name of that place? What was the name of the place that they did the sit-ins? Some of my scholars in here. I mean, Woolworth, I think. I think it was Woolworth, I think. But this is what these people were beaten for, watered down, hammered down, thrown in jail, all for us not to have separate segregated facilities. Remember, you couldn't swim in the same pools. You definitely wouldn't be able to same beaches and use the same beaches and things of that nature. This is what Trump is doing. And now, oh, I didn't get another picture. There was this woman in West Virginia, I think, and federal jobs are a big part of the population there. And he won that city, that state, or whatever, 70% by 70% of the vote. And the same people that voted for him have lost their federal jobs, and now I mean, the lady she was just like, I never would have thought that. Yes, you thought he was just gonna keep it keep it to us. I want to be politically correct here. You thought he was just gonna keep it to what? Uh African, I mean, I don't know. You thought he was just gonna keep it to the Democratic voters? Not just Democrats work for the federal government. That's what I don't understand. That's what I didn't understand these people. That he showed them who he was in his first term. He showed those people what he was capable of. He showed those people that he was capable of starting an insurrection on high on January the 6th in Washington and sending people down there. He showed you guys that he didn't care if his vice president lost his life. He showed you guys if he didn't care if Nancy Pelosi, the then House Speaker, lost her life. He showed you all who he was. And what did they do? They still voted for him. And now these same people have lost good jobs. Please double tap the screen and thumbs up the live. Lost good jobs. And please subscribe to the channel if you catch this replay. If you haven't, on my way to 40K. On my way to 40K. Road to 40K is leading straight through this app. So Trump showed these people who he was, and they still voted for him. And now these same people have lost their job. Mm-mm-mm-mm. A lot of them. He made a lot of them come out of the office and go, "Thank you, daughter. Thank you. Yes, I'm on the road, honey." Once I focus, Sivan, and look, once I focus, I'm getting off topic. But what has happened? I have remembered what I did the last. I have shifted. I no longer check community walls. I don't care. Videos may have been made. I don't know. I don't care. Don't want to know. I'm through responding. I'm moving on. I'm gonna show them. You see, I'm gonna show them that I'm like Dr. Umar. You can never be better than me. I'm gonna show you what I do, and only I can do what I do, whether you like it or not. Only I can do what I do. But anyway, back to Trump. Um, Trump. He showed these people who he was. He showed me. I believed it. I believe it. I believed it. I believed it. He didn't have to. He don't have to show me again. But they turned around, and I couldn't, not for the life of me, say, why would these people put this man back in office? He's clearly racist. Okay, allegedly, in my opinion, from what I've seen, from what he's put out, that's how I could label him. Hey, Bern, how you doing? Yes, we're having a wonderful day. We're just talking about a few hot topics. Talking about a few hot topics. Not to steal that from Wendy Williams, because I love me some Wendy, and she full control of her own life and her money. Say her son has stole a little bit of her money. Oh, before I look, y'all, I told y'all this is just hot topics. I'm all over the place. Lady Diamond, and I'm gonna reach out to her on Facebook. Diamond Stone, Lady Diamond on Facebook, Diamond Stone on YouTube. She just dropped a comment in the video that's over 41,000 views, talking about the comments. So I'm reaching out to her. I left her a message. I said, what, would you like to come and address these comments? You can say whatever you like. So I'm gonna the show. We set it up via StreamYard. Um, I'm gonna support you regardless, but we got stuff to do. Uh, but yeah, so I'm going to see if she would want to come out because I said the people have been harsh to her in those comments. And I clearly said that Angie, they whatever happened with them, Angie loved her daughter and she forgave her daughter. Okay. And her daughter isn't running around here bashing her mom, running around with people that hate her mom. She's not letting nobody disrespect her mom. Okay. She loves her mother. So I believe that. Now, stuff happens. And Angie, she might have been on the road and everything. Her mom may have helped raise her a little bit, but Angie, was pretty much in her daughter's life. So I just wanted to say that. I grew up listening to Wendy from the early radio days. She was scandalous and I loved her ruthlessness. Yeah, I remember a lot of people. She had puppets, she had a lot of people mad. But yeah, pretty much so Trump, he wants us to go back to segregated waiting rooms and all kind of stuff by order of the police department. And we're not going back. But Angie bust her in her shit, but her daughter hit her first. And when you are a child, when you are the product of someone, you're never going to get the best of them. I don't care how it goes down. No, no. And Angie, allegedly, I wasn't there. I would love for her to come on the show and tell her side of the story. So I'm going to definitely reach out to her since she did come down and hit the comment section. I would definitely be doing that. Okay. Now we have Dolly Parton. Now she made $10 million um, from her cover of Whitney Williams, Whitney Houston. I'm getting Whitney and Wendy confused. Her cover of Whitney Houston's iconic cover of I Will Always Love You. She used that money to support a black neighborhood in Nashville, calling it the house that Whitney built. Come on, darling. Come on, darling. What you say? Because no, I'm saying she ain't running around here bashing her because Angie. But oh, okay. Oh, Angie shut her up a long time ago. Yeah, she did, didn't she? You know, you can shut people up though in other ways. You don't have to be physical. It's a whole lot of ways you can shut people up. And I pride myself in being one of the most honorary, ruthless. Let me stop. Um, Grown kids need they a whoop to remember they can't just do whatever they want. Oh, but see, that's why I like my daughter. Now, see, this the daughter here that's going she gonna ride with me in the comments and oh my goodness. Okay. I love me some Dolly. She just lost her long time. I know. What was her husband's name? She wasn't married to the man I thought she was married to. But yeah, she used it, and it's called the house that Whitney built. She made $10 million. Shout out to Dolly Parton. Shout out to Dolly Parton because she didn't forget. She didn't just try and steal somebody's stuff like they stole all of Angie Stone's